Justin isn't the most experienced director.
How many women has this worked on?
All of them.
And then you landed Blake Lively, an actual movie star.
So you believe Blake Lively wrestled control of the film?
I think she tried to, yes.
Have you ever seen anything quite like that? A director of a film banished?
Blake Lively's world is unraveling from leading lady to legal lightning rod.
It was crazy.
How did it all go wrong for Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni?
He really does see himself as a feminist.
Now the lawyers are involved.
The latest on the legal bombshell
This
that
morning,
is
a new lawsuit filed.
Shocking behind-the-scenes drama.
On the set of that film, there was a lot of decisions.
The romantic drama.
Some people are in for the kill.
Her battle with It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni has triggered a wave of backlash that's shaking Hollywood to its core. She's accused him of harassment, claiming he improvised intimate scenes and pressured her to simulate nudity during a birth scene. But now, co-stars are calling her out, saying she's twisting the truth. Neustaedter claims Blake manipulated facts.
Yeah, I mean, everything, like a lot of things up till now have kind of been trying to show the audience everything about.
Mondschein, the actor at the center of the nudity scene, says she was fully clothed and that her story just doesn't add up.
Mondschein is now speaking out about that scene, months after Lively claimed that the set on the day it was filmed was chaotic, crowded, and utterly lacking in standard industry protections for filming nude scenes.
Meanwhile, Candace Owens is calling Blake a hypocrite.
Why do you lie like this, Blake? Why? Why do you do this? Do you understand? You are not smarter than the internet. Crisis PR team never had to implement any plan because Blake being evil backfired. That is the story. A narcissist targeted someone who she felt was weak and it backfired on her.
As Justin Baldoni hits back with a $400 million defamation countersuit.
Blake Lively absolutely must drop this lawsuit as soon as humanly possible, or at least when the judge returns and says, absolutely, we're not going to have you dismissed from it, because there is now just way too much evidence that she and Ryan are, strictly speaking, perverts.
Blake's beauty brand is now under scrutiny too, with court filings suggesting she's trying to hide trade secrets and financial details behind an attorney's eyes only order.
Well, nobody was really talking about Blake Lively's hair care brand, Blake Brown, but now we are. Because the company just issued a letter to the judge letting the judge know that they plan to exercise their right to privacy under Blake Lively's protective order. Strange considering they weren't really part of the conversation, but now I have questions.
What is she so desperate to keep private? And why did she quietly apologize to Taylor Swift after dragging her name into the lawsuit, only to be left off Swift's Super Bowl guest list anyway? With rising claims of victim silencing, a possibly crumbling support system, and whispers of behind-the-scenes manipulation, this drama is more than just legal. It's personal. So, is Blake Lively covering up the truth or just fighting to be heard? But is Blake Lively the villain or the victim? Watch till the end because the truth might be even messier than you think.
To a bombshell twist in the legal case that has divided Hollywood. Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni. In the latest twist, one of their fellow cast members has spoken out against Blake, backing up Justin's side of the story.
Blake Lively's legal battles surrounding It Ends With Us continue to deepen, with co-star Neustaedter now weighing in on the controversy. He has come out claiming Blake Lively manipulated and twisted facts in her lawsuit against Justin Baldoni. Neustaedter, who plays a younger version of Baldoni's character, Ryle Kincaid, alleges that Lively has misrepresented events to portray Baldoni in a false light, potentially harming his career and reputation. Neustaedter's statement adds another layer to the already complex narrative, which includes allegations of on-set misconduct and attempts to seize creative control of the film adaptation. While he did not share specifics to protect himself from being sued, Neustaedter stated that his time on the set of the film was one of the best experiences he's ever had. And as a young actor, I can safely say everyone treated me with complete respect.
And like became friends right away, and that really helped influence like our character's relationship and our chemistry and all that.
Makes it a lot easier when you like the person you're working with, you know, you can get along with them.
Yeah.
Feel comfortable and safe, and especially with these kind of topics and just like the intense scenes that you see and that we had to, you know, be a part of. It's, if you don't feel like safe with the person you're working with, it can make it really difficult. So thankfully that was not a problem.
These claims challenge Lively's version of events, where she alleges a hostile work environment and harassment by Baldoni during filming. Her lawsuit accuses Baldoni of discussing his sex life and of improvising intimacy with his employee without first asking. It also claims Lively felt threatened by Baldoni's actions, leading her to seek additional security measures. On the other hand, Baldoni has vehemently denied all accusations, allegations and countersued Lively for defamation and extortion. He alleges that Lively's actions have damaged his reputation and career, seeking $400 million in damages. He claims Lively used their publicist, Sloan, to put out false narratives to the public. With Neustaedter's statement, a growing number of voices are questioning Lively's narrative and supporting Baldoni. The case is set to go to trial in March 2026, with a battle that is set to be based on who is telling the truth. Meanwhile, Blake has a strong support system. Her team includes husband Ryan Reynolds, publicist Sloan, and sometimes Taylor Swift. The proceedings move forward. The conflicting accounts will undoubtedly face intense scrutiny. The outcome of this case could have significant ramifications for both Lively and Baldoni, impacting their careers and reputations. The legal battle between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni over the filming of It Ends With Us has taken a dramatic turn, with co-star Adam Mondschein publicly refuting Lively's claims, calling her allegations surprising and offensive. Mondschein, who played Dr. Dunbar in the film, has become an unexpected central figure in the escalating feud, offering a starkly different account of the on-set environment that Lively described as invasive and humiliating in her December 2024 lawsuit. In her original complaint, Lively accused Baldoni of creating a hostile work environment, alleging he pressured her to simulate nudity during a birth scene and cast his best friend Mondschein in a key role without proper credentials. She claimed the decision to hire Mondschein, whom she described as an unqualified local hire, led to discomfort, particularly during intimate scenes, with non-essential crew members present while she was partially nude. Mondschein, however, has vehemently denied these allegations. In an interview, he clarified that Lively wore a hospital gown, black shorts, and a prosthetic belly during filming, stating, "She never complained or expressed discomfort to me or anyone I observed." He emphasized the professionalism of the set, adding, "My experience working with her is very different from the one she described." The actor also pushed back against claims about his qualifications, pointing to his MFA from UCLA and pre-drum roles in shows like Arrested Development and films such as The Irishman. "My credentials are easily searchable online," Mondschein said, dismissing Lively's suggestion that he was hired solely due to his friendship with Baldoni. He further revealed he covered his own travel costs to work on the film, countering Lively's assertion that Baldoni prioritized personal connections over qualified professionals. Mondschein's rebuttal extends to Lively's description of the birth scene as a moment where she felt exposed and unprotected. "There was no nudity," he insisted. "She was fully covered in a hospital gown and prosthetic belly. The crew was minimal and respectful." A source close to Lively maintains she felt extremely uncomfortable with Mondschein's involvement, but Mondschein argues the shoot was entirely professional, adding, "If there were issues, they weren't communicated to me." The clash highlights the deepening divide between Lively and Baldoni, whose legal war now includes a $400 million defamation countersuit from Baldoni. Mondschein has declared his willingness to testify in the March 2026 trial, stating, "I'll answer truthfully under oath. The facts don't support her version of events." His testimony could prove pivotal, as it directly challenges Lively's narrative of a chaotic, unprofessional set. Meanwhile, Baldoni's legal team has seized on Mondschein's statements to argue that Lively's lawsuit is a strategic move to gain creative control and rehabilitate her image after recent career setbacks. They allege she fabricated harassment claims to pressure Baldoni into relinquishing authority over the film, which is based on Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel. Lively's camp, however, remains steadfast. Her attorneys argue that her lawsuit is about holding Baldoni accountable for fostering a toxic work environment and protecting future actors from similar experiences. They point to her previous advocacy for on-set safety and gender equality as evidence of her sincerity. The case has become a lightning rod for debates about power dynamics in Hollywood, with critics questioning whether Lively's celebrity status undermines her claims or amplifies them. Supporters argue she's using her platform to challenge systemic issues, while detractors, like Candace Owens, have labeled her a hypocrite for past on-set behavior, such as an unscripted crotch grab scene in A Simple Favor. As the 2026 trial looms, the stakes couldn't be higher. For Lively, the case is a fight to protect her reputation and assert her commitment to workplace safety. For Baldoni and Mondschein, it's a battle to clear their names and push back against what they call career-destroying lies. In a town built on storytelling, this real-life drama with its conflicting narratives, celebrity egos, and legal fireworks might just be the most gripping script Hollywood has seen in years. The only question left, whose version will the jury believe? Now, the friendship between Taylor Swift and Blake Lively continues to be a topic of intense speculation amid the ongoing legal drama between Lively and Justin Baldoni. While initial reports suggested a significant rift due to Lively involving Swift in the lawsuit without her consent, event. New information indicates that Lively may have reached out to Swift in an attempt to mend fences. Sources suggest that Lively contacted Swift to apologize for the situation, acknowledging the unintended consequences of referencing Swift as one of her dragons in text messages revealed during the legal proceedings. These messages, which likened Swift and Ryan Reynolds to protectors in her battle against Baldoni, reportedly left Swift feeling blindsided and exploited as an intimidation tactic. The apology appears to be an attempt by Lively to salvage their relationship, which reportedly cooled after the text messages surfaced. Prior to the controversy, Swift and Lively were frequently seen together, and Swift publicly supported Lively's projects. However, after the lawsuit developments, their public interactions dwindled, with Lively notably absent from Swift's Super Bowl 2025 guest list and other high-profile events. This led to speculation that Swift had distanced herself due to the unwanted association with the legal battle. While it's unclear whether Swift has fully accepted Lively's apology, sources suggest that communication lines have reopened. Both women are reportedly trying to navigate the complicated situation, with Swift understanding the pressures Lively is facing amid the lawsuit. It remains uncertain whether this reconciliation will lead to a complete restoration of their once close bond. The situation underscores the challenges of maintaining personal relationships amidst high-profile legal disputes. Celebrities' public image and reputation are often intertwined with their personal relationships, making it difficult to separate the personal from the professional. In this case, the legal battle between Lively and Baldoni has had a ripple effect, impacting her friendship with Swift. It remains to be seen whether Lively and Swift can fully reconcile and move past the controversy. The outcome may depend on various factors, including the resolution of the lawsuit and the ability of both women to navigate the complexities of fame and friendship in the public eye. Regardless, the saga serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between personal relationships and public image in the world of celebrity. Meanwhile, Lively's advocacy for children's safety, while commendable, risks being overshadowed by her legal entanglements. Fans appear divided. Some applaud her for speaking out against harassment, while others question her motives amid Baldoni's claims of extortion. In contrast, Kardashian's ability to reinvent herself from reality star to Skims mogul resonates with audiences valuing reinvention over controversy. The comparison underscores the fickle nature of celebrity reputations, where legal battles and past missteps can eclipse advocacy, while reinvention and relatability keep others in favor. As Lively's trial looms in 2026, the court of public opinion remains as unpredictable as Hollywood itself. On the other hand, Blake Lively has been spotted in a rare public appearance at a farm, looking forlorn as she steps away from the chaos of her ongoing legal battle with It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni. The sighting comes amid reports that she and husband Ryan Reynolds are scaling back Hollywood commitments in 2025 to focus on family, though the timing of her rural retreat has fueled speculation about the toll of the lawsuit. Lively, 37, appeared low-key in casual attire during the farm visit, a stark contrast to her typically polished red carpet persona. The outing follows months of legal drama, including Baldoni's $400 million countersuit alleging defamation and extortion. While the couple's decision to step back was reportedly planned pre-lawsuit, insiders suggest the stress of the case, which involves harassment allegations and creative control disputes over the film, has intensified their desire for privacy. The Bop's farm visit coincides with their planned retreat from Hollywood's spotlight, including skipping the 2025 Met Gala for the third consecutive year. Sources emphasize their absence from the event isn't linked to the lawsuit, but aligns with their sporadic attendance history. However, the legal battle's strain is undeniable. Baldoni's team recently touted game-changing evidence in the case, while Lively's camp maintains her claims about on-set misconduct are legitimate. Lively's subdued demeanor during the outing has drawn comparisons to her 2022 Met Gala high, where she stunned in a transformative Versace gown. The shift underscores the personal toll of the lawsuit, which has entangled her publicist, husband, and even Taylor Swift in its fallout. Reynolds, meanwhile, has kept a lower profile since rapping Deadpool and Wolverine, focusing on parenting their 4 children. While the farm visit offers a respite, the legal war shows no signs of cooling. With a trial set for 2026, Lively's rural retreat may be a temporary escape from a battle poised to redefine her career and Hollywood's approach to on-set accountability. Amidst the legal storms surrounding It Ends With Us, Blake Lively is publicly seeking a glimmer of hope. On April 7, 2025, the actress shared an image of rain-kissed flowers set to Little April Shower from Bambi, captioning it with a quote from Eeyore, "It never hurts to keep looking for sunshine." This subtle message arrives as her battle with Justin Baldoni intensifies, a conflict that has drawn in her husband, Ryan Reynolds, and even sparked commentary on Reynolds' marital history. Lively's legal woes began in December 2024 when she sued Baldoni for alleged sexual harassment and a retaliatory smear campaign. Baldoni has denied the allegations and filed a countersuit. As both cases head towards a March 2026 trial, tensions are high, with Lively and Reynolds moving to dismiss Baldoni's lawsuit and his legal team calling this abhorrent. While Lively navigates this turmoil, Reynolds' past relationships have resurfaced. Before finding lasting love with Lively, Reynolds was engaged to Alanis Morissette and married to Scarlett Johansson. He met Lively while filming Green Lantern in 2010, marrying in 2012. Despite a venue controversy related to its history with slavery, the couple has since renewed their vows. Despite their efforts to keep their personal life private, divorce rumors occasionally surface. However, Lively has shut them down with her characteristic wit. Currently, the couple is embroiled in a legal dispute with It Ends With Us co-star director Justin Baldoni. However, the feud seems to have had no negative impact on their relationship. Their marriage appears unshakable. Their partnership, built on humor and mutual respect, has weathered storms that would capsize lesser unions. Now, Blake Lively is facing a double whammy as her legal battle with Justin Baldoni intensifies. Not only is her popularity reportedly plummeting in Hollywood, but questions are also being raised about her hair care brand, Blake Brown Beauty, and its efforts to protect sensitive business information amid the ongoing lawsuit. Podcaster Zach Peter has ignited speculation about Lively's brand after its legal team submitted a letter to the judge asserting its right to privacy under an attorney's eyes only AEO protective order. Peter shared a copy of the letter on X, questioning Lively's motives and asking, what are they trying to hide? He suggested she may be attempting to conceal how she plans to use the It Ends With Us film promo to promote her brands or to conceal financials that show her business didn't actually suffer. The letter, dated April 4th, 2025, stated that Blake Brown Beauty and its business partner, Give Back Beauty International LLC, had the right to request added legal protections for materials involving trade secrets, proprietary information, confidential information related to trade, and business practices and relationships. The company emphasized that Lively's team had already signed a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, and would request the judge to keep sensitive documents protected under the AEO status. Peter speculated that Lively's use of the AEO status might be an attempt to hide her previous deeds. As previously reported, Lively and Ryan Reynolds sought additional legal protections, citing safety concerns, as they stated that Lively, her family, and witnesses have received violent, profane, sexist, and threatening communications. In March 2025, the request was granted. As Blake Lively's carefully crafted image collides with legal chaos, industry whispers are turning into roars, with co-stars speaking out, old friendships faltering, and her business dealings under legal lockdown. The spotlight has never been harsher. Is this a woman standing up against misconduct, or a calculated power move gone wrong? Whether she's a silent survivor or spinning her own narrative, one thing's certain: Hollywood is watching, and the fallout will be felt far beyond the courtroom. As the trial draws closer, only time and truth will tell whose story really holds up.